All right, let's do this shite. We're working on the heads now. So I have a couple of them already assembled. That's because I've already checked the installed height and everything, and we're good to go. These BTR like cam kits and valve train kits, they're usually just like a drop-in setup. So like you can basically it's supposed to bolt right in and mimic your stock measurements and all of that. So you should be okay. But anyways, we're going to measure our push rod length. So, not push rod length. We're gonna measure our installed height for the springs. I'm just gonna show you how I did it. All of mine are good. I've already took care of the other head. This is the driver's side head, but I just wanted to show you how I did it, and then we'll go from there. So I need to grab these set of valves, and let's see. Let's do the one on the end since I don't have a seal there. Oops. So the way this works, I just install it dry, just real quick. So let me just reach under here. I'm gonna grab this because all I'm gonna do is install this or push it up through the guide dry, like I said. And I'm gonna use this to put under the valve. That way when the head is back down, it will smash against it and hold the valve up. That's it. And I'm gonna grab, and right now all I have in here is one of the valve seats. I don't have the oil seals. As you can see, the oil seals are all right here on these. These are already pressed in, but I don't have those on. I do the measurement without it. So just put the keeper in there, or the whatever you call that thing, and I just need a set of keepers. Sorry, I call that a keeper. A locator is what I meant to call it. Valve spring locator. So all you need is this. You just need to set it up as if there's a spring in there, but instead there's no spring, obviously. And you just put the keepers on. Go ahead and pull the retainer up like that. And they have the valve spring height micrometer thing that you can buy where you put it in there same way like this, but you just twist it out and it tells you your measurement. I don't have one of those. All I have is these snap gauges or telescope gauges. I think the name is actually the same. Oh, I lost one. So hold on, let me get my keeper back. If yours falls like that, it's probably just gonna fall back to the bottom of the head. So let me just, all right, we'll try this again. Just put the keepers on, how they're supposed to go. And I have steel retainers, by the way. I ordered my cam kit with steel retainers. I have titanium retainers. These are from Texas Speed. When I had like a Texas Speed kit a long time ago, and I had like steel retainers from them. They actually do work on these valve springs. Like, let me show you. These are Texas Speed steel titanium retainers, right? And this is the BTR 660 valve spring. So I'll show you the inside spring, the locator. Fits like a glove. So the outside spring fits like a glove. So if I wanted to, I probably could have used these on this kit. And I just put it together and I'll show you how it is together. And I probably could have ran these, but I was like, let me just keep the kit where it's supposed to be and I'll put what I ordered with it. So, but now I know that, they work. So it's all good. Let's go ahead and measure this out. So what I do, how these work, they snap like that. So you'll loosen this back end up. You can freely move it now. Push it in. And as you see, we screw it in, it holds it where it is. So it has a smaller end and a bigger end. I'm gonna put the bigger end at the bottom on the locator. So I'm gonna leave this back part loose so I can compress it. And all you wanna do is line it up at the angle, because the valve is obviously going up at an angle, it's not straight up. So line it up roughly with the angle of the valve, and then also you want to have it to where it's parallel with the valve, not like pushed in like this towards the, like say the bottom is closer to the valve than the top, so it's like angled like this or like that. You want to have it straight up and down, and you also want to have it where it's on the out. I'm gonna leave that just right there. You also want to have it where the it's measuring on the outer step. Like you see there's a different levels of this. It needs to be on the most outer one because that's where the big part of the spring is going to be riding. So that's where your measurement's going to be. And all you do is you know, measure it like that, pull it out, and you take out one of these. I have a basic one, it's just like $10, you know, millimeters. I like millimeters because it tells you exactly where you are. But I'll show you inches. So you just measure it out like this. And let's see. So right now I'm getting 1.77. The install height for these are 1.78. But yeah, the install height for these are 1.78. That's what they call for like the whatever the seat pressure is, the open pressure, or not open pressure, sorry, whatever the seat pressure is, where it's just installed, is at 1.78. I got 1.77 on this. Obviously, the reason why I like this is inches. The reason why I like millimeters is because if you switch to millimeters, it tells you it's at 45.1 millimeters, right? So even though I want to see 1.78, and I know you can be within 20 thousandths up or down your installed height. So for instance, I can be at, if I want to be at 1.78, I can be at, you know, 2.0, or sorry, 1.7, wait, 1.78, so that'd be 8, 9, 10. So obviously 45.1, I don't know what that would be in exact inches. Most gauges like this, I think, they tell you more of an exact number, but you'll just convert this millimeter to inches and you'll see how close you are to 1.78, which is pretty close. So I'm within range, I'm good to go. But you can be within 20 thousandths less or 20 thousandths over your installed height for your cam or whatever, but that's pretty much it. The way I installed these is I pull out this little silver spring looking, I don't know what you call this thing, but you just gently pull it off like that. And I have my nails cut, so I'm not trying to cut anything. You should cut your nails, but I put a little bit of assembly lube on this, the same way I did, I forgot what else I did like this, but I just kind of grab some off the top. If it's not enough, I'll grab a little bit of actual assembly lube, literally just a little bit. Hold on, let me loosen this up actually. Like that much. I'll rub it around, just like that. Not a lot, it's barely any. And make sure you put your locator down first because this needs to go on top like these. Once you take that little spring out, you just, hold on, let me wipe my hands off. All right, take that little spring out, and all you're gonna do is, I'm gonna just give it a little bit of a twist and downward pressure. I'm not squeezing it hard, just a little bit of a twist to get it on there where I want it. Okay, come on now, get on there. Oh, I dropped it. No, I hate that spot, dude. Fuck. Oh, I can't get it out of there. Fuck. I can't grab that. So hold on, let me find something to fucking grab it. Alright, damn. So difficult. Anyways, you're just gonna press it on like that, gently, and I'm gonna take my non-sharp nails, because I cut them and filed them, right there on the tippity tip edge. I'm just gonna press down just like that, and you'll feel it stop. Now the way this is supposed to be installed, remember this is a BTR kit, is just like this. There's gonna be a little bit of a gap between the valve seat and the actual valve seal, and you'll see it right there. So it's supposed to be a gap. Whenever you're pressing these in, whether you have the installer tool for this, or you're doing it by hand like me, or using some other method, it's going to stop itself. So you're gonna press down and it's gonna boom, stop. And I don't know where it does it on, but on this inside, it stops. So it's not supposed to go all the way down. You'll feel it when you hit that little, you'll be pressing it down like this and hit that little boom. You'll feel it stop. So it's not like a guessing game or whatever. Not at all. Okay, so angle this again for y'all. Let me go ahead and turn this off at 45.1. Yep. Okay. Alrighty, so now that we have all of these installed, I'm just going to show you how I install some of these. So I need to grab these valves right here. these go to this. I'm gonna do these first. So give me some assembly lube. I'm just gonna lube these up, both of these valves. Put the assembly lube to the side real quick. All right, grab me a towel real quick. I can wipe my fingers off. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna lube the other ones up too while we're at it. That way I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just getting a little bit of assembly lube like this. And just gonna grab my valves and lube them up like that. So the way I had it set up, I have the exhaust facing me and I just have 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I cleaned all the valves, I numbered the bags like that. And that's how I kept it all separated. So obviously these go in here. So I'm gonna stick both of them in there. And you're gonna have to go slow when you go into the seal because it's gonna open up that seal pretty much and you don't wanna rip it. So once you see the valve's tip starting to get into the seal, just kind of give it a little bit of less pressure and let it guide itself up in there. That's it. Once those are in, you grab these little spring thingies again. I'm literally not saying the right thing, but whatever. You know what they are. And you're just gonna feed it. I take my finger, I press down on one side like that, and I just run like the edge of my finger, not my nail, just the edge of my finger across it, and you hear it snap in like that. I'm just gonna do the same thing, snaps in like that. You have to put the valve through the valve guide and through this oil seal, all of that first before you do that part. You can leave these installed and do it, but I saw people on YouTube doing it the other way where they'll take them off first because I guess this is gonna compress the edge of it, and when you press through it might rip it. So I'm gonna do it the way I saw people do it. I ain't gonna try to be no different, okay? At least not by a lot. So let's grab me some springs and we're gonna go ahead and install. So I just need a retainer here. And might as well line this retainer up over here. And need me some keepers. So might as well put a couple over there. I just have my other valves over there, so. Wait, do I have extra keepers? I think I do. We need two. Need one. Oh no, I don't. I'm stupid, my bad, I don't. No, I do. I have extra keepers. They gave me an extra keeper. It says 32. That is odd. I'm not missing one because 2 are over here for this, 2 over there for that. There's 2 for this one. So we got 2 for this one, 2 for this one, 2 for this one, 2 for, yeah, they gave me an extra keeper. I guess if you lose one, regardless, I have like a bunch. I have way too many because just from old heads, and you know, I just have a bunch, and they're kind of all the same, so it doesn't matter. All right, so I'm gonna keep these to the side, and let me go ahead and show you how I do this. So I have one of these Lyle, whatever you call these things, I forgot, valve spring compressor tools. You just do a single one at a time. It's the cheapest one I found, that's why I got it. No other reason, literally. Take a piece of cardboard, put it at the back where on the top of this, where the valve cover sits. And I'm just going to tighten this down very generously. So I'm gonna get a couple of screws in myself. Now that I know it's in there and it looks delicious, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it up with this. And I'm gonna try to move the spring around so I feel like it's going in the middle when it's pushing it down. And but generally you can get away with it regardless. That's probably about enough. So trying to get it in there quite a bit, get all the threads up in there. I'm gonna take this bad boy. This is a 13 millimeter. Oh, I don't know what size this is. This is a 12 point whatever, I think. And it's a T20, oh no, it's a T25. That's what that is. T25. I'm just gonna loosen this, tighten this up. That's gonna push the spring all the way down where I need it. He's gonna keep on going quite a bit. And you can kind of see that peeking through. Let me move this out the way so maybe you can see it. All you do, once you get it down a bit, start feeding these little keepers up in there. And as you can see, these don't want to go down all the way where they're supposed to. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this down a little more. So oops, didn't mean to move the camera, sorry. And okay, so that one's in. So let me get this other one in there. I'm trying to maybe twist it around the valve, see if it goes at some point. Since that one went, so let me just keep on trying. It's not going just yet, so I'm gonna go a little bit more. See if that did something. And I need two hands, hold on. Okay, so not quite, so let me go a little more. There we go. So just go little by little until you see it all pop in place. And I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it up now. And let me actually change this angle so I can see it a bit better. So give me a second. Okay, that's good, that's better. Move back just a little bit, like that much, I guess. All right. So now when you see me loosen it up, you'll see the spring come back up, and you'll start to see it press those keepers right in place where they're supposed to be. And that's how it is. So, and that is it, pretty much. That's how you install them. So, I'm gonna fast forward through the rest of these, and I'll show you guys the finished product. Okay, so we're done. We knocked out the last couple, and that's pretty much it. That is all of them installed. So I'm gonna give them a quick little hit to kind of seat them in, just like that. That's it. They are fully installed. As you can see, bottom looks amazing. No, I did not do a valve job. No, I did not lap the valves or whatever. I didn't do either one. The reason why I did it was because these heads were sealing just fine before when it was running. And I didn't see the need to do it again. I cleaned out the heads, all the valve seats. How'd you call them, valve seats? All the valve seats looked fine. All the valves where they were sitting at. Let me not go too far, hold on. All these valves under here looked fine where it sits on all of them. They were all smooth, nice and shiny. And I was like, well, these heads are working just fine before. I ain't gonna fucking touch it. So I left it exactly how it was. And I know they're not warped. I can tell they're not warped because it's easy to test with like a flat edge, like a big ass flat ruler or something like that. You can check it by laying it flat on there or whatever, but these heads are fine. I'm not gonna explain it. These heads are okay. Next, since we installed everything that we need to install on the heads, which is this obviously, I'm gonna go and gather up some more valve train stuff because I want to check my push rod length. So let's go take care of that now.